Hi, Andrew Bell here, and coming to you today from a property that would not have a comparable anywhere in Australia. I'm talking about 4648 Peak Avenue, Main Beach. I've just finished a conversation with the seller who's asked me to pass on to you the knowledge that this property has been put on the market because the seller has purchased elsewhere due to family downsizing, and they're fully committed to the purchase. And this property must be sold no matter what the price on the day of the auction. It's 1,062 square metres, parcel of land, which is an incredibly rare double block in this beautiful section of Main Beach. That does not permit high-rise development anywhere in close proximity. It's a wonderful pocket of homes. So think about it, the double block of north-facing land in Peak Avenue, Main Beach. Now, as promised, today I'm sharing insights into the population shifts and how this dimension of population growth is having a profound effect on the different markets around Australia, and particularly here on the Gold Coast. Now, of course, population growth is one of the major drivers of the real estate market. Knowing how real estate construction is one of the main drivers of the economic growth of Australia, it's been essential. Two things have driven population growth, and one is natural birth, and the other is immigration. In Australia, the Bureau of Statistics have just released figures showing that we grew by 381,000 to June 2019, which is a good, healthy number of Australians growing. And so we have a steady contributor to a constant demand for real estate. But you know what rarely is spoken about is the population shifts that happen within the country. It's been really exacerbated in recent years by the number of baby boomers downsizing and making retirement choices, and young people who are trying to find where they can afford to buy their first home in Australia. And that's, of course, where jobs are available. Looking at the resident population compared to, say, 10 years ago, we see that Tasmania has been the greatest beneficiary of this movement, with resident population up 100%. Queensland's up 12%, Victoria up 9%, New South Wales 6%, and even South Australia 6%. However, if you have a look at the Northern Territory, you'll see they're down 160%. Western Australia's down 28%, and the ACT is down 12%. It's no wonder that Tasmania has seen such massive growth in their real estate prices, and likewise in the states of Victoria and New South Wales, and why cities like Perth are in absolute doldrums, where the real estate market at the moment is so flat. The reason that the Queensland property market is in such a healthy position is this surge of existing Australian residents moving to Queensland, and it's not likely to change anytime soon. Whilst the Gold Coast doesn't capture all of that movement, we do get a very large slice of those interstate migrants to Queensland. Now, as the largest real estate office on the Gold Coast, and indeed Queensland, we're a pretty good barometer of what's happening. Since the new year, we've sold well in excess of 120 apartments alone, plus a whole array of housing. It's in this sector of apartment sales that we most definitely see the busiest activity of the downsizers. And over the last couple of weeks, we've sold a penthouse for $6 million, 4 sub-penthouses between $4 and $5 million, and a host of units over $1 million. It's the strongest run of apartment sales in these market and price brackets that we can ever recall. We've been the largest sellers of apartments on the Gold Coast for over 30 years, so we've got a pretty good history to rely on. Our housing market has also, of course, been incredibly busy and strong, and it seems that rarely does a week go by that there's not a number of sales anywhere from the early $1 million bracket to the highest prices obtained on the Gold Coast. So it's this population shift that's having the most profound effect. We're also fortunate that the Ray White Group is the largest international company in Australasia, and we're constantly fed through details of buyers from our real estate offices, our sister offices interstate, that are selling those people's properties as they intend to move here to the Gold Coast. It gives us a very large stream of constant interstate migrators. Now, at the moment, we generally have more buyers than we have properties for sale. And so, as we sell out of existing stock, there's this huge shortage. We need to get more properties on the market. With not many finding properties to buy, they've also turned to the rental market. Now, we're the largest property managers on the coast with some 3,500 properties under management. But we are in the most incredible position I've ever seen with 0.4% vacancy. Yeah, sure, our team does run such a great operation and we have process to ensure that properties are not left vacant. But beyond question, it's this strong demand for rentals that's created an all-time record low for vacancies. All of this bodes well for a continuing good market on the Gold Coast, and there's so much more I could discuss on this topic alone, but time does not permit. So I hope you have enjoyed viewing this property. I'm sure you've picked up on the fact that it's themed on the Beverly Hills Hotel, one of the most famous hotels in the world. and home to many Hollywood stars. It's a big 5-bedroom home with an amazing 25-metre resort pool. However, forget the amazing home for a moment and stop and think about the fact that it's a double block of land north-facing in one of Queensland's most desirable suburbs. It's a small boutique suburb that's built on a lifestyle. You have the ocean to the east, you have the Broadwater to the north and to the west, and a river that snakes through, making it virtually an island. There are great coffee shops, restaurants, and all within metres of walking distance. And it's a village atmosphere made up predominantly of owner-occupiers who are proud of their suburb and absolutely love living here. The suburb can't get any bigger, but the population does every day. And so this is one of the most sensible places to have a strategical holding of real estate. Now, details of Jackson Paradise, the marketing agent, are on screen now. Probably will be open this weekend between 10 and 10:30, both Saturday and Sunday. But otherwise, give Jackson a call and he can show you through. It's an absolute worthy inspection time that you'll put in. This seller has told me to let you know they will sacrifice price for the peace of mind of knowing they've sold their home on auction day. Remember, our Business Meets Sports Luncheon, it's on Friday the 27th of March. Details of how to book are on screen now. It's always a great day and we'd love to see you there. I'd also like to acknowledge Lee and Robbie Kernaghan, local Gold Coasters who opened the big Firefight Australia concert the week before last. You did us proud. Lee, we know that you were a driving force behind the concert. So until I see you in a fortnight's time, stay safe and let's keep looking after one another.